In the quarterfinals for state playoffs, we had a record of 1-1 going into the final match, which meant we needed to win this match to make it to the semifinals. And looking at the point standings in Texas, if we didn't make it to semifinals, we probably weren't going to Worlds. So this next match was really important. And while we were waiting for the match to start, our teammate Titans had some issues with their shooter. It was an extremely stressful time, but they called a timeout, got it fixed, came back to the field with 1 second to spare, and we went on to win that match and make it to Worlds.
You know, coming off of state, we had a very successful run, and our robot was very reliable at state, so I was not too concerned about, technical issues, programming issues, mechanical issues, all of that I think we kind of solved by the time we were going to Worlds. But at the same time, I was looking at the standings. It was definitely going to be much more difficult than anything we faced before.
People say that just going to Worlds is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and so I was just super excited to be there.
I was very excited. When we got there, the overall atmosphere was awesome. I was just really looking forward to competing with everyone, and all my friends were there. It was a really cool place. I was excited.
After our load-in at Worlds, we were invited by RoboVikes to go bowling, and we had a really good time. A lot of us had a lot of gutter balls, but some of us got some strikes in there, so it was really fun overall. We got to learn their team better, get to know them, so it was overall a really good experience.
So during the competition at Worlds, we actually went around the pits to the most renowned and reputable teams that we could find and just asked them how we can imitate their path to success.
We learned from teams like Orbit, 254, Valor, and Texas Torque about how their teams are organized, and we think that implementing their strategies could help take our team to the next level.
So we started off quals with a really strong match. We showed up with Texas Torque to claim a 3 RP match as our first quals, but kind of off the bat, we noticed some issues. Number one, our 2-ball autonomous was not very reliable. We were having some serious issues with that second ball bouncing out quite a bit, which was kind of our main concern throughout the tournament until we switched to our alternative 2-ball autom, which was incredibly consistent throughout the rest of the day. Other than that, we also had some very solid matches, putting up an incredible 16 balls at some points.
At the end of qualifications rounds, we actually had our last match, and our robot just died on the field, and we were extremely upset. We were trying to diagnose whatever the problem was. We found out that the computer had completely died. It was just not charging, the charger wasn't working. So we brought it back to the pit, we opened it up, and we actually saw some smoke coming out of it. That was our mistake, so we don't talk about that much, but we did actually short out the computer a little bit. But then at our scouting session later that night, we found another charger that worked in a different port on the computer, and that completely fixed the problem.
All right, so going into Alliance Selection at Worlds, the whole team was pretty nervous. We had a bad last qualifying match. We were a little nervous about what we were going to do, but we got picked and the stands just erupted. It was crazy. We were all super excited to be playing with these guys, and we knew we were going to have a fun time with them, so yeah.
We came into Galileo Playoffs going really strong with a 6-0 record as an alliance. Although our climb did break early on, we were able to fix that quickly, and 31-75 absolutely killed it in the game we were subbed out. Going into Einstein round robin, we came in with a plan to use our incredible triple traverse to secure climb points for a tiebreaker. With some solid wins over Newton and Turing, other really strong fields that were predicted to make it to finals, we were able to use those climb tiebreaker points to secure a finalist appearance after going 3-2 on the Einstein round robin fields.
When we won, we all hugged each other in a huge group hug. It was really fun. We were jumping up and down. It was an insane experience. We never thought in a million years we would win. So when we saw the confetti coming down and the score on the board had us winning, we were just out of this world. It was really, really cool experience.